These two thugs spotted two women and an older gentleman inside an office and stormed in to rob the place. Waving their guns, they barked orders, forcing everyone to raise their hands. But they made one critical mistake, underestimating the elegant older man. Like a lion protecting his domain, he sprang into action with astonishing speed. In a flash, he lunged at one of the attackers, locking him in a tight hold. Then, with a calm but powerful move, he pinned the man to the floor and held him there with unshakable strength until the police arrived to take over. A robbery suddenly turned emotional when an elderly man, clearly struggling just to walk, bravely stood up to the thief with fearless, unyielding determination. While younger people chose to flee the moment the robber stormed in, brandishing a gun and shouting threats, the old man didn't hesitate for a second. He charged straight at the thief and grabbed him. With the heart of a lion, he fought back. Though advanced in age, he showed no fear, fighting like a legendary warrior reborn. With unwavering courage, he wrestled the robber to the ground. He almost caught the criminal, and in that moment, he became a true hero, a living legend for the younger generation to look up to. A perfect day at this cozy bakery was suddenly shattered when a knife-wielding robber stormed in and threatened a young female employee, demanding cash. In a flash, two male staff members sprang into action to shield her. At the same moment, the elderly chef rushed in and delivered a stunning flying kick that sent the robber crashing to the ground. Within seconds, the would-be thief was overpowered and subdued. A daring robbery unfolded at the Mi Nadita restaurant in Tucson, Arizona. After failing to force the staff to hand over money, the suspect flew into a rage and began kicking over furniture in a frenzy. But just as he was causing chaos, a man from behind suddenly charged in and slammed him down using a chair. Seizing the moment, other staff members rushed in, overwhelming the robber in a dramatic struggle. By the time police arrived, the suspect was already pinned flat on the floor. It was just an ordinary day at this transaction office until chaos erupted. A masked robber stormed in, waving a gun and threatening everyone in sight. He began demanding phones, cash, gold rings, anything of value. The atmosphere instantly turned tense and chaotic. Two men repeatedly raised their hands, signaling surrender. As the robber turned his attention to snatching the watch from another man, the two took advantage of the distraction and quickly moved to a safe spot. The robber pressed further inside, but the security guard fired a shot in self-defense. As the robber tried to flee, one man sprang into action, tackling him against the wall and wresting the weapon from his hands. Others inside the room rushed to assist, and together they managed to subdue and capture the robber on the spot. An armed robber stormed into a convenience store where an elderly man was quietly working. Without hesitation, the criminal brandished his gun and demanded that the elderly cashier open the register. At that very moment, a police officer arrived on the scene just in time. He carefully observed every move. Then the officer drew his weapon and ordered the suspect to freeze. But the robber wasn't about to surrender so easily. He struggled and resisted, desperately trying to escape. However, the officer swiftly subdued him without firing a single shot. Justice was served, calmly and under control. A seemingly ordinary day suddenly turned into chaos when two young men stormed in with guns, carrying out a daring robbery. Their target, the cashier counter, where an elderly man was working. Without wasting a second, the moment they spotted him, the robbers raised their guns and aimed straight at him. Like a flash of lightning, the old man immediately fired back in self-defense, completely caught off guard by the unexpected gunfire. The criminals scrambled out of the store on all fours in a panic, never looking back. A daring robbery ended in complete failure at a supermarket when the suspect pulled out a knife and threatened the cashier, demanding money. Fearing for her safety, she had no choice but to comply. But a hero standing just behind her was ready to act. The moment he spotted an opening, he sprang into action. His right hand disarmed the suspect while his left hand and body forcefully pushed the robber forward. Completely caught off guard, the thief fell to the ground and was immediately subdued. At the same time, nearby witnesses rushed in to help. A bold armed robbery in broad daylight was stopped by some incredible citizens. Surveillance footage captured the dramatic moment when two hooded men tried to pull a man out of his car, demanding his watch and anything of value. But their plan quickly fell apart. As the situation descended into chaos, two brave and decisive men suddenly appeared, fearlessly confronting the robbers head-on without hesitation. Their courageous actions forced the criminals to flee in panic. It was a remarkable display of heroism that earned the admiration and respect of the entire community. A bold, broad daylight robbery took place at a cosmetics store in Pennsylvania, where two men were frantically trying to steal as many products as possible in record time. But their speed was no match for the lightning-fast response of the police. In a surprising twist, it seemed law enforcement had been waiting for them all along, ready to strike. Within moments, the suspects were taken down and left sprawled on the floor. This guy was extremely aggressive. He used a gun to threaten the man in an attempt to steal his money, but the man reacted with incredible speed and precision, disarming him in an instant. It all ended beautifully, with the robber begging over and over to be allowed to go home to his mother. Two armed robbers had meticulously planned to hit a Boost mobile store in Paterson, New Jersey, but their scheme unraveled spectacularly when they failed to subdue the store manager, Tommy Torres, who managed to slip out through the back in a daring escape. Thinking quickly, Torres alerted another employee and activated the security gates, locking both the front and back entrances, effectively trapping the robbers inside. Realizing they'd walked straight into a trap, the panicked duo began smashing windows and screaming for help. Torres called the police not once, but 5 times, yet law enforcement still didn't arrive in time. Eventually, the desperate criminals found a pair of bolt cutters and managed to break free, but their moment of freedom didn't last long. Shortly afterward, both men, 50-year-old Samuel Labo and a man identified as Travis Davis, were apprehended and are now facing a slew of charges, including armed robbery and unlawful possession of a weapon.